So we're going to the second part of today's lesson. This is solving questions with inequalities in them. Very much like linear equations, where you solve a linear equation, you've always got to think of the opposite. What's the opposite operation? But you have to be a bit more careful here with inequalities when you're dealing with negatives. So we have to be a bit more careful there. So if we have an example like this, x take away 7, this symbol 2. Remember what that means? If you can remember what this means, greater than 2. So I need to find out what value is in here such that this side is greater than 2. So how do I do that? Well, and I'm going to illustrate it on a number line, the answer as well. So the way I do this, and I think it's a useful way, knowing your method is important, is what's attaching itself to x. What's happening to x? And here I can see it's minus 7. What do I take away from 7? So the opposite of taking away is you add. So you add 7 to both sides. By adding 7 to both sides, I end up with this just simply being x, this symbol, greater than or equal to 2 plus 7 is 9. So that's why I end up with, how do I illustrate that? What does that look like on a number line? Well, it's quick sketch on a number line. All you have to do is put the value. I'm going to put 9 in there. I might put 8 there and 10 there. I might put a couple in there just to show what I'm doing. And now it's going to be greater than or equal to 9. So greater than or equal to, 9 is the key number there. So I'm going to put a circle above it. And look, you can see it points to the right, doesn't it? Because it can be 9 or more. And because it can equal 9, I shade that in. And that's how you solve questions like this. Let's try a couple more. Okay, hope that you've got that. Let's try a couple of more and see what you can do. So you can always pause the video and try it yourself and see what happens. So let's go for something like this. X minus 2 is greater than or equal to 14. Okay, so I'm going to illustrate this and put it on the number line as well. So what I've got to do, put my little things like that, it's my methodology. What's the opposite of taking away? Add. So I'm adding 2 to both sides, which means that this becomes x is greater than or equal to 16. Showing that on a number line. Put 16 in there, you've got 17, 18, 15, 14. Put it above the 16, it can be greater than, and it can equal it, so shade it in. Let's do one more example. Okay, one more. So x plus 7 is less than 17. In the next video, I'm going to try slightly harder questions than this and see what you can do, okay? But for now, let's just practice at this point here. So, what's the opposite? Well, opposite of adding is taking away. Take that away, 17 take away 7, 10. On my number line, there's my 10. So here, I put 10's the important key, put it there. Now it doesn't equal it, but it goes that way. So the integer values that satisfy this, the whole numbers that satisfy this will be 9, 8, 7, 6, etc. And that's how you answer those questions. Job done.